everybody, we are back for more Kubera. Hope you've all had a good week. Obviously, it's Friday. You're almost there. You're almost through it all. Unless you do a job like mine, in which case you work weekends, in which case it's not nearly over. You still got more to go. But nonetheless, most of you will have made it, and I hope you've all had fantastic weeks and have a lovely weekend to look forward to. Nonetheless, let us hop into Kubera. But before we get in, like, comment, sub, notification bell, you know, usual YouTube stuff. Members get videos early. So if that catches your interest, it's only £1 a month. So, yeah, do that if you feel like it. But nonetheless, let's run it.
So anything you had in mind before stopping time was, I don't want to let Mr. Vritra die. I don't know what to think. How can the duration of a transcendental be determined by something so vague? But that really was the only thought I had in mind. So healing him is our only lead for now. An uncertain lead. Sounds like risky business to me. My healing spells will have been used up whether we succeed or not. And we'll have to wait a day before I can use them again. I'll do my very best to help. I'll be right next to you to keep you safe and make up for those healing spells you'd have to sacrifice for me. Fair enough. Let me give it a try. It worked! His wounds are gone! I'm glad it did. We would have had another chance if that last spell hadn't worked. But time still appears to be frozen. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this wasn't the answer. Let's focus on an alternative solution rather than self-reproach. You said this was the only lead we had, but we can't just sit here and waiting unless another lead turns up.
Does it look like Vritra's unfrozen there?
I think we should go to the resurrection site. I agree. We need to stop Asha. Let me get us there.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he's fine. Like he's just gonna, boom, you know, do the eye-opening thing. Season 3, episode 362, The Snake King, 24.
So this is shortened distance. It's hard enough to activate it. I didn't think anyone could use it while running like this. It's quite impressive. Not even Rao could have done this. I wasn't as good as it. I wasn't as good at it until recently. It requires a lot of concentration, not to mention the strain it puts on my legs. So your improved physical strength helped you withstand that stress? That's mostly thanks to these shoes, and I got much better at it when I traveled to the year-end 20.
Peculiar. Also, I'm liking what you guys have been saying in the comments as well. Pointing out my mistakes, of course. Apparently, Lila had been shown in a chapter before the recent one, so I was just stupid thinking she was dead. And also the likelihood that Rao gave Lee's the name Anata at birth, not Kubera. Very interesting little theory. It seems more than likely. And it seems like more than possibly her mother. Well, we know it was her mother that gave her the name Kubera, so she's got two very, very hefty names to her, doesn't she?
Yeah, you could say that. You know, I think we might be able to get there before Asha does. Right, Asha had a good head start back there, but I still caught up to her at Eloth. She must still be crossing the desert as we speak. I'm sure we can catch up to her if we keep up.
Oh, that was Lee's reading that. But
instead of going after her, let's deviate our course a little. I'm sorry? I'm saying that we should avoid running into Asha on our way to Antarctica. But aren't we trying to stop Asha?
I do love that they call it Antarctica, despite this being Willarv, not Earth. So there's no reason it would be called Antarctica. It would just be whichever pole, right? South Pole, I think it is, right? There's no reason for them to call it Antarctica. It's really odd that they call it Antarctica. It's very strange. I've drank all my water, and we're not even finished with the first chapter. There might be a jump cut at some point so I can get more water. It's very warm, and I went to the gym earlier, so I'm a little, well, as you can imagine, dehydrated. Other than that glass of water I've just had, and a protein shake, which I make with water, because I don't use milk for my protein shakes, because it'd be more expensive if I use milk, and also because it's hot, and I typically leave my protein shake in the car while I'm working out. I don't want it to spoil while I'm working out, you know what I mean? So that's why I use water. It's also, you know, I think it tastes fine, so it's not a flavor thing. But, yeah.
No, that's too risky. Judging by the extensive scale of Ash's partial purification, we should assume that she's capable of full purification as well.
Oh, fuck. I'm very interested in seeing a fully purified Asha. Now, she's effectively become an Azteca, hasn't she? Because she's got a full human form, like a fully human form. And then could also purify. Yeah, that's interesting.
Victory against her would have been uncertain even if we coordinate the simultaneous attack. And now that I've depleted all of my healing spells, our chances of winning are even more unlikely. Oh, right. Your healing spells, all because of me. So instead of taking our chances fighting, we should beat her to the resurrection site and sabotage her plan. So, then you have a way to stop the resurrection? Yeah. So just keep heading there. Will do!
Lila. We also have an asset, right? We have Maruna. There's no doubt all of Willow has come to a halt. Then, what's that mark on the ground? Did an Ananta Rakshasa pass through here? Wait. It's getting gouged out right now. The terrain shifting on its own when everything stopped. Not a chance. I meant to threaten them, but they'd even bother to dodge. An Anata Rakshasa wouldn't be able to move like that after taking those direct hits. Or maybe they're not a Rakshasa to begin with. Someone who could have moved freely through frozen time and withstood my attacks. Ananta! He must have come back! Shoot. I wasted too much time on Halamat. Father said there was time to spare until the coronation of the Taraka. What now? What could I possibly do against resurrected Ananta?
Just as I thought. He can't sense me, let alone do me any harm. But those attacks... He seems to notice the change in the terrain. Wait. I could use this to my advantage.
They're not attacking me, but running away. Are they just going around? Hold on. I think they're trying to write a message.
This is where I ran into Asha. You know, you're the only other person beside me who could perceive her when no one else could. I guess it didn't work. Is something wrong? If there's anything I can do to help you stop this place. You said this is where you met Asha. How did you get out of here after you met her? Oh, Asha told me to leave and take the kid that was being held here, so she could become the new Ananta. But knowing Asha, I didn't think she was acting out of concern for the kid's life, so I brought the kid and Asha with me. So you and that kid were a hindrance to Asha? Yeah, it seemed like so. I think everyone needed to leave, except the person who is to become the new Ananta. Then hurry up and get out. I'm sorry? To be honest, there's nothing that can stop this resurrection at this point. The best we can do is claim Ananta's power before Asha does.
Yeah. It's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Especially given the gods, have bet on... Also, I don't know why I thought Lila was dead. I mean, I explicitly read in chapters that the gods had bet on Lila, not Lise. So, of course she was going to be alive. Am I stupid? Sometimes. But look, man, I'm reading a lot of webtoons on the channel, off the channel. I do other stuff in my life, play video games. It's okay, cut me some slack. That's why you guys are here. That's why you guys in the comments are here, to remind me when I'm just, oh my god. This is why I should go to the gym. Look at my arm. Look at that. Anyway, tangent. Right, you guys are here to remind me when I make blunders. But hey, look, okay, shush.
If she can't be stopped, then someone else just needs to become an Ananta before she does, and use that power to finally make everything right. But that's no different than what Asha's planning to do. It is different. Because someone else will become the new Anata, and that makes it different. We should prevent this mighty power from falling into the hands of a serial killer like Asha. Don't you think?
I mean, yeah. But also, I don't like the look on your face while you're saying that, Lila. I don't like that look on your face.
We're running out of time. Asha will be here soon, so you should get out now. I won't do that. I thought you were different. I'm surprised to see you get greedy over Anata's power. I guess it's impossible to see through someone's heart. No, don't take me wrong! I'm only trying to stop the resurrection from happening. I don't even know how to claim that power, even if I were to be left alone here and...
Yeah, at least don't get hit by that spear. It's gonna do some hefty fucking damage to you.
Think again. I won't chase you out of... I won't chase you if you get out now. That spear inflicts damage proportional to one's sense of guilt. But Asha looked totally fine when she got struck by it. Or so it seemed.
Please, knowing you, don't get hit by that spear.
I don't know how potent it is, but I shouldn't let it touch me. Chances are these shoes won't protect me from it. Miss Lila, just listen to me! Ananta's resurrection means...
Just as that message said, the resurrection hasn't happened yet, and... Kubera leaves. To be continued. Dun 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 dun. What could be happening? Yeah, we're gonna have a quick jump cut while I go get some water. And we're back. Let's rock it. It looks like they're fighting. Should I step in and bait the opponents at getting hit?
No! Is it possible to attack from up there? Not even gods and Nastika were able to. I was right. There's something in the middle.
Try to explain.
Does it only block transcendentals? Can anyone go through it? Not even gods and Nastika are able to, so maybe not. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You think you're in a position to protect your enemy? If you really wanted to hurt me, you would have stabbed me rather than talking to me like this. Using magic would have been much easier for you, but you still choose to face me head on. Isn't that because you felt reluctant to harm me right away?
Wait. They weren't fighting? I don't feel comfortable getting any closer without knowing what's in between. She must have seen me, so I guess she'll come up. Here or something if she wants to join me. Anyway, there are more enemies. Are there more enemies nearby? I could take this opportunity and kill them while I'm still suspended.
All I want is to stop Ananta's resurrection. And I know you do too. You're just doing this to stop Asha as a last resort. Because you think the resurrection can't be stopped. Right? So, let's find a way to put a stop to the ritual. Together. It'll be a while until Asha gets here. And look over there. We've got someone else who's free to move through the frozen time. I know that Rakshasa. And I can tell you that he's definitely more powerful than Asha.
I mean, he's a 5th stage, so he's strong, but also, do we fully know Asha's capabilities right now? I don't think we do.
I think he took you for an enemy and attacked you, but we might find a way to... if we can communicate. She's here.
Oh shit, she's... Oh god, yeah, she's big surification. She's almost fully surified. Season 3, episode 363, The Snake King 25.
You showed up a lot sooner than I expected. Don't tell me. You manipulated that Garuda? Bingo. He could move freely but not perceive me, so I took advantage of him. I told him we were running out of time, and suggested he use the Crescent Gate to get to Antarctica. That's exactly what he did, without even thinking twice. I guess he thought there would be no harm in doing so. Thanks to being frozen in time, there were no Taraka getting in my way as I passed through the abyss. so I arrived here in no time. Miss Lila, looks like you and I aren't the only ones who can perceive Asha. Topping of being invisible, she's immune to attacks from those who can't see her. God Harvey used his transcendental on her, but it was useless. You weren't exactly like this when I last saw you with Sierra. Was it you who opened that passage this time? Or did you devour the one who opened it 7 years ago? Both, you could say. You'll regret it. Ha! Why would I? In case you haven't noticed, it's given me the upper hand. Being unperceived by others isn't a good sign. Once the Ananta returned after 7 years, they began searching for a new vessel. Did you ever wonder why? If one could become Ananta while being imperceptible, they wouldn't have needed a new vessel at all. Well, there's only one way to find out. So what's it going to be, Lila? You know you don't stand a chance. How about you take Lise and walk away from this peacefully? Wouldn't that be for the best of us all? Miss Lila? She has no healing spells left to spare. And now she even lost her spear. All because of me. I'd be asking for too much if I asked her to fight with me. Miss Lila, I'll try to hold her back somehow. You should leave me and... Horivayu Horichandra. Really? Again? What a fool you are. That spell only works when you're in an open space. In case you're trying not to leave. I know just know that I can easily catch you in a tight space like this. Is that where you are? And Lise? She got separated from Lila, so she won't be able to conceal herself. Did she make it out alone? I didn't think she'd do something like that. You won't get me twice. Asha will start the ritual as soon as she realizes we're both gone. We need to get back in there before that. I'll go back and stall her. You go talk to that Rakshasa. The passage is open already, so we can't do anything about that. We might be able to destroy Anata's body.
Apologies. Don't know why I'm yawning.
Oh, that's right. I think they said the body had to be visible through the passage for the ritual to take place. I'm not sure if we can completely destroy it, but if we can push it away from the passage... But then, what will you do in the meantime? You can't take her on by yourself. You don't even have any healing spells. Sorry, but I lied to you. I still have healing spells left.
Do you, though?
And a few other magic spells I can spare as well. I can defend myself. So don't mind me and just go. Now! You know, I expected you to heal after losing both arms. I mean, I don't get it. Why aren't you using your healing spells? Look at you. I don't think you have the luxury to conserve them right now. Orivaya Orichandra. She still won't heal. I told you there's no use in hiding.
There are no enemies within my sight, but there could be other allies nearby, so bombarding is not an option.
Marina!
This isn't the time. Isn't this the first time she called me by my name?
There's no time. If you're here to stop Ananta's resurrection, then listen to me and do as I ask. We've got to get rid of Ananta's body that's above us. At least move it away from here if you can't destroy it altogether. Like 7 years ago, they said they had to search and retrieve the body from elsewhere because the passage didn't open right where it was. Episode 339 and 343. That means the resurrection is impossible unless that body's placed right in front of the passage. You can destroy it or push it away. Just make it so it's no longer visible from here.
She has a point. If we can close that passage, We should at least destroy that body. We can't close the passage. Yeah. It's just a corpse, but it's still Anata's body. I have to certify to do this.
No way. Don't even think about it. Asha, it was okay for her to come up here. Hold on. Her coming up here right now must mean that she has a way to stop Marina.
But also it means that there's nobody in the chamber other than Lila. Just saying. You know? I need to focus my attack on this body and minimize any planetary destruction caused by the backlash. In any case, I should safeguard Kubera Lees before unleashing my power.
Marina! Open the crescent gate right here! Send us to another planet!
What is she saying? To Marina, it looks like Lees is falling by herself. In fact, she's not even posed the same. Oh, is she trying to stay out of my way? Let her do what she says. If she's looking to get away from this planet for the time being, Halmut would be the place to go. It's relatively close from here, and Kolovinka's there.
Let go of me! Now! I won't do that. The bondage doesn't really work on certified parts, but I still have to hold onto her no matter what. At least until we pass through the gate. I knew it. She isn't hitting as hard. She can't hit me any harder while I'm in the air because she's afraid of killing me. I said, let go of me! I'll crush your head if I have to. Be my guest. I'm the last human shield Ash is clinging to. If you can crush that, then go ahead.
Fucking checkmate, Asha. Check fucking mate, bitch. Get played. Absolutely checkmated. Ballin'. Good shit, Lees. Good shit. I don't know why I've decided to open Twitter, but I have. I'm now glad I decided to open Twitter. Very nice art. Anyhow, let's carry on. Kubera Lee's made out of here safely. Now, it's my turn to destroy Anata's body. It's just a corpse, so it won't be able to evade or regenerate. But it might still be able to defend itself or resist to a certain degree. I should use a technique that's somewhat less destructive, but can better penetrate its defenses and resistance. My attacks are fading away even before they make impact, and it takes a while before they do. The body must be too distant for them to die down like this. I guess it's no surprise, considering how giant it must be. It must be extremely far away to appear like that. Then what if I use a technique that explodes targets in my sight no matter the distance? This one does deal some damage, but it'll take a decade to completely destroy it. I'd really love to finish it before the clock starts ticking again. And I don't know how much longer I have before that happens. I guess I'll just have to get closer and attack again.
I'd advise you against going through that passage.
Kubera? You've been gone for so long after you wreaked havoc on the Sura realm. Oh, I see. You felt like you needed to step up. You needed to step up, seeing how the whole world had stopped. So now you're here to take part in Anata's resurrection. You were always so indifferent while the Kuberas were being hunted down. And what? Now you've changed your mind. You don't even seem to have a human vessel.
All I want is to preserve Ananta's memories.
Isn't that the same thing? You want a vessel with Ananta's memories to recreate him as close to his original self as possible. Well, forgive me, but I'll have to destroy his body and stop the resurrection.
In any case, don't go through that passage. If you do, you might not be able to get out.
I think I'll take my chances. If that's what it takes to destroy Anata's body and to stop his resurrection, I don't mind that I might not be able to get out. Yo, Maruna? Hey, yo? Bro's come so far. Season 3, episode 364, The Snake King 26. From not really caring about anything to, well, his siblings, of course, to willingly sacrificing himself for the sake of the universe. What the hell? Let's go. Season 3, episode 364, The Snake King 26. I mean, it's fucking huge. Sweet mother of God, his body's huge. So this is how far the body was. No wonder my attack faded before they even reached. Now that I'm looking at it up close, it's overwhelmingly massive, but that doesn't make it indestructible. Who's speaking here? Oh, it's Garuda. Being a 5th stage Rakshasa gives you another strength. As your Sora form adopts your human appearance, you can use Transcendentals exclusive to your human form by doubling your vigor usage. Now, such Transcendentals tend to be weak, and therefore deemed not worth using at the cost of doubling vigor consumption. But in your case, my son, it's different. Your unique Transcendental is very much worth consuming twice the vigor. Yeah, the red sky shit. Yeah, let me fucking look at it. Planet Helmet.
The last thing I remember is wrestling against Asha inside the gate. I guess this is how I ended up after I got tossed out of the gate. And where's Asha? The crescent gate is already gone. Could she have gone back before the gate closed? I mean, the gate in Willarv must have closed behind us, so going back would have only trapped her in the abyss anyway. Ha. What planet is this? All this surrounding ice reminds me of Helmet.
Willarv residents have basic knowledge about Helmet, as it's the neighboring planet.
Did he just send me to the closest planet? Or because he's got a connection to... Oh, this one looks just like him. And those 6 wings. No, wait. Is it Garuda? Did he fall here when the sewer realm collapsed? If this is Garuda, other Garudas might be around. Huh? Yay! We meet again! At last! Kalavinka? I saw a familiar figure in front of Father, and I was like, no way, but it really was you! So, tell me, how'd you get here? Did my brother pick you up and bring you from Willarv and bring you here? And my brother, where is he?
Not really listening. I'm not able to listen either.
First Marina, and now Kalavinka. Is it their ability to move through suspended time?
Oh. Oh. Shit. Garuda's frozen by the looks of it. Why can Kalavinka move? I'm trying to rack my brain as to why. I assume something Vishnu would be the most logical assumption. Maybe the time travel faff has given her the ability to, but that would mean there'd be loads more people that can move through time, so, Anyway.
All the other Garuda are still frozen, right? Huh? I'm asking if you're the only one moving about in this place. Oh, that's your big time. What are you saying? She has no idea whatsoever about time being stopped. Then... Time. It had stopped. But I think it started flowing again. What? Time had stopped? Oh, I see. So you came here while I was frozen? But wait, so who stopped it? You? Hold on.
In one ear and out the other.
What could have triggered the time flow? I tried just about everything I could think of, but nothing worked. And neither Miss Lila nor Asha can manipulate time. Then maybe... We need to go to Willarv, right now. Maybe that... What's this? I'm wearing the bracelet?
What the fuck is going on? Huh? So this is what the Crimson Sunshine of Dawn can do when used in Sura form. Since there was no way of protecting my allies from its impact, I never got to test its full power. Look at what it did to that gigantic body. It was just a corpse, but still. I did it. I destroyed Anata's body. I don't have enough vigor to finish it right now. But if I can take some time to rest and finish it off. Why does it feel like my vigor isn't getting replenished? No way. Does vigor not regenerate? Does vigor regeneration stop when time stops? Light rushed out of the leftover fragments of Anata's body. Is this corpse striking back or something? No, this isn't a counterattack. Those beams of light are targeting me. Aren't targeting me. They're rushing toward Willarth. Oh no. I'll do one more. This is a day where I have to do a bunch of bulk recording, but I can do one more. I can do one more. Maybe I shouldn't have dodged them. Willarth is in danger. Huh? What the? Wasn't that passage supposed to be open until the resurrection ritual is completed? Anata's body is shattered and there was no vessel. A proper ritual couldn't have been possible. Is that what he meant? That I might not get out because the passage was closing soon? Did he attempt the resurrection without a vessel? Just like 7 years ago? No. No way. A rampant Anata would be worse than having him not resurrected at all. Everyone knows what they didn't know 7 years ago. That a suitable vessel is a must in order to avoid complications. That's why Sagara had to wait all this time searching for a vessel. This is odd. I kind of knew he was no longer working with Sagara. But weren't they at least on the same page about the need for a proper ritual so that Anata could be resurrected close to his original state? He had nothing else other than those body fragments. He wasn't ready for this. Just what was he thinking? Or does he want him to go berserk?
Why here? Again.
Season 3, episode 365, The Snake King, 27.
Huh. What was that just now?
I'll go and check. The passage is closed.
What? What are you saying? The passage cannot be closed until the resurrection is complete.
Then, I guess it is complete. Sagara, you should have known better than to put your faith in those gods. There was nothing in it for them to help us. And now, I think I should take Ryagara and get out of here.
What the hell? The collapse of the entire Antarctic.
Of the entire
South Pole? Was the reason for the abrupt earthquake? What? Where's the passage? Where's that passage? Opened by the Anata. Should it be visible by now?
That opening is long gone. It was around the center of the collapsing point.
So the passage is gone? The continent's collapsed, and doesn't this mean that Anata's been resurrected already? Oh, I'm all of a sudden out of breath. Could be, and we know that the ritual wasn't performed properly. I mean, all the vessel candidates are with us, so obviously... Well, that too, but look at that. He's literally consuming the earth beneath him. Normal Anata wouldn't really need to. And wouldn't be willing to do anything like that.
He's also more golden than he was previously, if I recall. He was brown, like hair and fur.
So, Anata is back. Yes, I got the news from one of my clones stationed in the Antarctic region. But Anata's being seen absorbing the said continent, so the resurrection appears to be flawed.
I don't get this hurry. Why couldn't they wait a few more days? Once everyone saw the threat that the Tarakas posed following their coronation, they could have naturally gained all the support needed for a proper resurrection ritual.
Maybe they assumed the Taraka wouldn't become particularly threatening even after the coronation. Seeing how Jarita, one of the top superior Naztica, only displayed such a limited level of power in her Tarakafied state. Perhaps they figured the coronation wouldn't be so as apocalyptic as everyone feared. So rather than waiting any longer and risking further opposition and isolation, they may have chosen to test their luck and resurrect Anata in an unstable form. All we know is that the Anatas have attempted the same ritual without a vessel 7 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again.
That would be too much of a gamble at this point. I'd bet on the possibility of their teamwork coming to an end.
An alliance between the Anata and those
who are most eager to kill Anata in the past? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, good thing that we haven't killed the summoners yet. Let's take the summoners and get to a safe place. We can continue to protect them and see how others play their cards before we join in. The fate of this plan is the least of our worries anyway.
Is that Taksaka?
Actually, I do care what happens to it. Do you think it's unfair for you to take the hostages if you don't even care?
He looks bigger than usual.
If you plan to bail, then go by yourselves and leave the hostages behind.
Yeah, he looks bigger. He's adjusted his physical appearance. Like, he looks like more buff and taller. Normally he looks quite small. Planet helmet.
Why do I have this bracelet? I just said she'd already used it in place of the spear. The clock started ticking again. It's possible Anata's already been resurrected. Or maybe Asha lied to me about using the bracelet? If the bracelet was meant to be returned to its owner at the end of the ritual, it shouldn't have come to me. Because either the god who created it or the priest of Earth should hold its ownership.
Maybe they don't, Lise.
And if Asha lied to me about using it, then the person who took it from Sierra and had it last would be either Indra, Sagara, or Asha. One of those three, the person who's likely to pass it to me is... As much as I want to deny it, this is the most probable scenario. I must have been seriously hurt to drop unconscious like that, and I probably could have died if left alone. What if she gave me the bracelet to save Ra's daughter? I should just stop thinking about it. Be that as it may, it's nothing more than an act of exoneration by the human Asha. I feel no reason to feel indebted to her, and I shouldn't let this weigh on me. I can't get soft now. Time's flowing again, so if she's trapped in the abyss, she might be in danger. Enough, stop thinking! Anyway, we have to get to Willow as soon as possible. How long will it take you to fly there? We don't seem to be communicating all that well. Where's that writing tool you used to communicate with? Oh, right! It's been so long, I forgot I had it!
Gosh, you're such a ditz.
This planet is close to Willarv, but not close enough to fly directly unless you have a lot of time to spare, that is. Then, how about the water channels? They must be somewhere under that glacier, but I can't really dive. And I don't know the way through it. Do you? No, not really. Can you think of some other way? Maybe if we could use Harivayu with the vision of Garuda, we might be able to teleport to Willarv? Oh, I can't do anything like that, but I know someone who can. They're on this planet.
Yeah, your fucking dad. Blood, Garuda's right there. Garuda is right there.
I knew it. So there are other Sura on this planet. Yeah, but I don't know if we can get any help from them. Looks like they're caught up now. The truth is, everyone on this planet has been Tarakafied, except for me and my father. Burunda tends to be friendly around humans, and he's the one who can teleport. But getting to him through all the others will be challenging. But you'll be okay since you have the sword of return. Right?
No. She does not. She does not. She has not got the sword. She is without the sword in much of a muchness. She does not have the sword. It might be time to say, fuck it, we ball, and bring the sword back. You know, and let's unleash Utah. God knows how long he has been in that little distorted space for. Maybe millennium now, and he's probably gone fucking crazy. Let's hope he hasn't, because if he has, he could get out. So, well, maybe he's not gone utterly mad yet. But he probably will by the time the coronation comes around. So we should probably do something about getting him before then. So maybe you could do that. That'd be good. But anyway, leave a like and subscribe. Catch you about usual YouTube stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Have a chance time for another video. That's bye now.